So yeah, we're 2:30. Holy moly. Look at that. Good morning and welcome back to another video. Well, it's morning for me, but you might be watching this in the afternoon or the evening. I don't know. Anyway, I am off to Houston from Round Rock, and I had to rent a car because, well, mine is like this. Yeah, we're changing the control arms, and so it's taking a little longer, so I had to rent a car to get to Houston for work and a little conference. So let me squeeze by everything. I'm tight in the garage right now. And so basically what I did was we rented a, I know it's kind of hard to see. Here, let me flip this around better. So I rented a EV6, Kia EV6. And so we got our handy dandy adapter we can charge. So we're going to, I charged up to 100%, not exactly like my car where I usually go up to 95, but it only let me go up to 90 and to 100%. So anyway, we're going to range test this to Houston. Usually when I leave here with 95%, I can get to the office without charging with about 10 to 12% or so. I'm not going directly to the office. I am going a little bit longer. We're going to downtown Houston. So it's not going to be an apples to apples kind of charge range test, but it'll give us a good enough idea. From downtown, from my office, is usually probably about 5 or 10 miles longer. So again, not that big of a deal, not that big of a range. 5-10 miles shouldn't be that hard. So anyway, let's get on the road. It's what time is it? 4:27. So got to get on the road. There you go. Okay, it's saying we should have about 297 miles of range. That is plenty to get to Houston and then some. Again, at my car, with the degradation and everything, it barely gets 200 miles of range. Now I know this will change, and we'll show you some reasons why later on, but we got to get on the road. So anyway, let's go. George R. Parking for George R. Brown Convention Center. Yes. So we're going to go here. There we go. Saying 146 miles. We're going to hit route. And it's starting guidance. And there we go. I have not been able to find where it says state of charge when you get to your destination. I'm going to have to do some research, see how I can do that. And then we'll just figure it out. Because I'd really like to see what my state of charge is when we get to a certain destination. So anyway, okay, let's get on the road. So we're about an hour into the trip. On my car, when we get to Giddings, we're usually about 30% down. Right now we are about 21% down. So to get that same hour of drive time, we're looking at 21%. That is pretty awesome on this little car. Okay, so we are in Waller, which is at the Buc-ee's, which has superchargers. Typically, when I leave with 95%, I get here with about 25 to 30%. Right now, I'm looking at 54% left to charge on this car. So if we subtract 5, that's about 50%. So again, about another 20% or so. That's pretty good. My miles per kilowatt has dropped down to 3.4, but you know, I was going 75 miles an hour, so that's kind of to be expected. So when we get to downtown Houston, I'll give you another update, see where we are. Okay, bye. So we got down to downtown Houston. We've got about 40% left on the state of charge. So that is plenty of charge. I'm very impressed. It says we've got about 116 miles left of charge. So man, I could almost go to Beaumont with that. That would be awesome. Making me really want a newer EV, something with better range. Anyway, okay, so we are heading home right now, and we've got about 144 miles left on the range, with about 49%. So we are going to have to stop and charge on the way home, which is no big deal. I know that we're going to go. We're going to stop in Columbus, and charge there. There should be at least two 350 watt chargers. So or 350 kilowatt, not anyway, 350 kilowatt chargers there. We should be getting there around 15%, which is awesome, because then it can just take a big old drink and of electrons, and we'll be on the way hopefully really quick. I'll time it and see how long it takes and put the numbers up. So yeah, let's get on the road. It is 7 o'clock or 6:44 right now. We got 3 hours to get home, so it's going to be almost 9:30 before we get home, depending on traffic. Of course, this is Houston, so traffic is usually pretty horrible. So anyway, I'll see you on the road. So there's been a change of plans. We're not going to Columbus. There's construction on I-10, and so traffic would be backed up.
And then turn right.
And so we're going to Brookshire, which is about 10 miles away from Katy at the Buc-ee station. They've got 3 chargers there, level 3 chargers, but one's at the Hyundai Kia dealership, so they close early. So we're not going to be able to hit that one. There's one at the Shell station, Shell Recharge, but there's also a brand new one from EVgo at the Flying J, and that's the one we're going to hit. We're going to hit there and then head up to Brenham and go 290 that way because of the construction. So that's our plan. We'll see how fast we can get to charge. We should get there probably about 40 to 38%, my guesstimation. So we're not going to be low in the pack, but we'll see what we can get on the charge speed. Yay, more police. So anyway, I've been with this car for about 3 days now, or 4 days now. Driven to Houston and around Houston and then back, and so we're driving back. So I've had a lot of seat time in this car. So I can kind of tell you what I like and what I don't like about it. First, the good. Okay. First, I love the range. The range is awesome. I think I made that point clear. When we got to Houston and only used 60% to get all the way to downtown Houston. So yeah, that is one of the things I really, really, really like about this car. Two, the styling. I think the styling is really good, really unique and sophisticated, where the Ioniq 5 is kind of funky and cool looking. So the outside, the inside, the interior, very nice. I like it. Another thing I really like about this car is the AC. The AC system in this car rocks. Okay, we're hitting almost 100 degrees temperature in Houston and Austin, and it is, once you turn it up for like the first 5 or 10 minutes of the car being outside, you can turn it down to 2 or 1. It gets plenty cool in here. The AC is just rock solid. So good job, Hyundai Kia. The back seat room. Okay, the back seat, and I'm sorry I keep having to touch the screen. For some reason the screen keeps trying to shut off. But anyway, the back seat room in this car is another thing. It's huge. Ethan sat in the car. Of course, he's 6'6", and he sat in his position. I got behind him. I had plenty of leg room. We went to dinner the other night. Logan sat behind me, had plenty of room. Now the headroom is a little limiting for both Ethan and Logan. It's fine for me. I'm 6'2", Logan's 6'4", and Ethan's 6'6". But you're going to have that pretty much in any car. In the back seat room with tall kids. So what else do I like about this car? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of good things about it. Some of the things I don't like, I don't like the having to turn on and off the car. I like the Tesla, I like the Rivian, where you just get in the car and it turns on. You get out of the car, it turns itself off. I don't like hitting the button. Let's see, what else don't I like about the car? There's a couple of things. The UI is a little funky. It's a little...
Exit right. Fall out.
It's a little weird. You gotta hunt and peck and find stuff, and it's just, I just wish it was better. I wish the UI was better. But yeah, I mean, that's about all. I mean, the car has been rock solid. I really, really like it. I wouldn't mind having one, but I think I'd still take the Ioniq 5. Okay, so we're connecting to the vehicle. It's one of the new GM Energies at Pilot and Volume J, which is kind of cool. Still checking. Let's see what we got. Come on. Matching voltage. There we go. So let's see what we got in the car. We're ramping up right now. Really good. Holy smokes, look at that. 211. 223, 224. It's still climbing. Okay, I think we topped out at 225. Holy mo, 226, 225. That is awesome. So yeah, we're 230. Holy moly. Look at that. Okay, so this charger here is at a Flying J right off the Interstate 10 going westbound if you're going to San Antonio. Right now there's construction on the road to get in, so it's a little difficult to get in just due to the construction, not for here. But there's you know, 2 boxes with I guess you can use them simultaneously. They're all 350, and I mean, I think we are getting, yeah, we're getting like 230 kilowatts per hour. That is, wow, that is a lot. We've gone from 40% to 53 in a matter of like 5 minutes. Not even that. That's one of the benefits of this car. I mean, this is the first time I've fast charged on this car. It's always been, you know, level 2 chargers since I've rented it. But man, it's saying 8 minutes to 80%. Holy moly. I mean, normally if I had just gone to the restroom in Buc-ee's, I would have probably gone in here, used the restroom, came out, it would probably be ready. So yeah, these cars are awesome. We're at 236 right now at 57%. We're 236 kilowatts at 58%. Now I know that's going to drop as soon as we probably hit 60 or 70%, but that's fine. Oh, see, we just dropped. We're down to 155. So, but yeah, that's, again, still faster than my car, even up to this speed. So, yeah, we got about 7 minutes or so until we hit 80%. And then we'll get on the road. So yeah, let me give you a little tour. Oh, we're back up to 190. 5 minutes left. So let me give you a little tour of the interior. So, this has like a ledge over it, kind of a center console. I need to throw away that cup. Has the gear shifter here. It's got the on off button right here. You got the heated and cooled seats. I think this is a Wind, so it's like the base model, but it's got heated and cool seats. That's awesome. Down here you got your auto hold, you got your camera, parking assist, and just to get it in gear, you put your foot on the brake and you turn it to drive or D, and to go into reverse, you turn it to R. You got a wireless charging pad right here. You've got 2 cup holders, a little cubby. This is where I usually stick my phone. And then you've got some, another storage down here. Up here, you've got your controls. Controls are pretty cool. They change depending on what you see, what you want. Right now, we're in like navigation mode. So you got map, nav, seek, radio. These little buttons here change depending on what you're doing. So if you want, and it has climate control right here, some climate control options. But if you want the full climate control option, you click that and you've got your climate control. And you can see that the buttons here change from volume to, how cold or hot you want on both sides. You got your, driver only, your AC. So you got your controls right here. So that's kind of cool. So if you go here, go back to map, you can bring up the map right here. You got this split screen thing going. So you got your radio here, your map here. If you swipe up, you can change what you see. So here's your your electricity usage, your charge stats and everything. So and then you got your map. So if you want your map and your map, I mean, you're kind of set. Over here, you got your center console, your center cluster here. It kind of just tells you everything you need to know, your miles per hour. Over here is like your range in miles. Down here, you do have the percentage of battery, which I like. I like to see the percentage and the miles. That's kind of cool. You can see what your range is here. Here, let me zoom in just a little bit. Your range right here, your miles per kilowatt. Yeah, and then let's go to the steering wheel while we're at it. We've got cruise control on the left-hand side. We got radio voice commands on the right-hand side. It does have adaptive cruise control. It does have lane keep. It's probably their basic one since this is the basic car. And then, you know, you can press this to kind of change the, you know, readout here. Since a little, let's see what, so, let's see, what are we looking at on the trip so far? Accumulated info. So we are looking at 118 miles since I reset it, 4.1 miles per kilowatt, and about 4 hours of driving. So kind of cool. Over here you have your there we go. You have your memory seats. And then all your switches, you know, up, down, volume button. I mean, up, down, volume button. Up, down, windows and mirrors. Down here you have some controls. The hatch, the charge port, the light, parking brake. And so, yeah, that's the interior. So right now we are at 80%. We're still at 159 kilowatts, 159 kilowatts. I want to wait until this thing drops down to close to 100, which I expect to be pretty quick here. Oh, we just did. Okay, so once we hit 81, man, it drops. Wow, it's dropping a lot. Let's see if that bumps back up, or we're just going to be at 9 kilowatts. Okay, it's not coming back up. So we're done. So we're at 81%. We got 250 miles. And yeah, let me go unplug, and we should have plenty of power to get back home. So. Okay, so we are looking at 10 minutes to go from 40 to 81%. We threw in 33 kilowatts with a cost of about $21 to $23. That is just awesome. So we're gonna hit stop. Yep, in session. Okay, processing. There we go. We were here 12 minutes and got 40% charge, 33 kilowatts, almost 34. Golly. Makes me want to trade in my Tesla. Press the little button, close the door, and we're off. like I said, I've had this car for about 2 weeks. I've put about 1,700 miles on it. I've got a lot of butt time in this car, and I'm very, very impressed with it. Love the range, love the efficiency, love the charging speed. The charging speed is just absolutely spectacular. There are a couple bugs with it. The software kind of sucks. When you put in your navigation, you say, hey, I'm going here. It does not route to the charger, the furthest charger it can reach. It asks you what charger you want to go to. I have not found a way to change that in the settings. I have dug all the way through there. No luck. So yeah, that's one of the biggest bugs. I love Rivian and Tesla, where you put your destination in. It says you need to stop here, you need to stop here, and go. And you can override it, that's fine, but it shows you on the map. This one says, which one do you want to go to? It doesn't show you on the map. It just gives you an address. And so I wish they would improve that, or have it tie in to Apple CarPlay like the F-150 Lightning did. That was great. I could just use Apple CarPlay and I'm happy. But yeah, let me give you a little tour of this before I take it back. And that's after charging. And come back up. Here we go. Accumulated info. I have put I was probably 200 miles or 150 miles off from when I reset the trip. So I have put probably 1,700 miles on this car in about 2 weeks. I would say that's out of normal, but actually, no, it's not. Maybe a little bit. We did take a small trip this weekend, but yeah, that's just normal for me. So yeah. Okay, so like I said, this is a 2023 Kia EV6. I keep calling it Ioniq 5, but this is EV6. Rented it because we were doing the control arms on my car. It's back up and running thanks to Ethan and finishing that job out for me. But yeah, I really, really like the styling of this car. Again, I think I like the Ioniq 5 a little bit better, but this one's nice and sleek and stylish. It's about the same size as my wife's Sorento, so it's not bad. This one's got the little pop-up door handles. This one does not automatically pop. We couldn't figure out how to get that to work. But yeah, there's the interior there. You've seen that a lot. Back seat room is awesome. Sorry, the car's on. I have got the keys. Back seat room is awesome. It's got plenty of headroom. It doesn't have the sunroof, which I like. Because you lose an inch or two with the sunroof, and we got tall kids, but the leg room in here is great. The trunk, good flat space back here. Anytime I go with a trip to my wife, she tests the storage capacity of every car we've got. It does have a little storage back here. You know, you can lift that up and look underneath there. So it does have a little storage here. I'm not going to bother showing you the trunk or the frunk because they're really, okay, yeah, I'll show you. So to get into the frunk on this car, okay, keeps beeping at me. Okay, there's a little handle, just like a normal car. You pop that. Little latch right here, and there it is. So not much, you know, you got your fluids and battery over here, which is kind of nice to reach. But here's the front trunk area. Not much. I mean, basically enough to put a little purse or a little bag or something in there, but that's about it. But yeah, it's not much. But yeah, this is the 2023 Kia EV6. Really impressed with it. I would not mind buying one. But yeah, I would not mind buying one. I've been very, very impressed with it. you know, it drives good. I just wish they would fix the software, and of course that's fixable, you know. The functionality of the car, not a problem with it at all. And very comfortable. AC seats are great, especially in Texas when it's 100 degrees outside. AC is awesome. Once you get going, once it cools down the car, you can turn it down to 1 and it keeps the car comfortable. So yeah, this is the Wind. So it's got, it's the mid-range. Anyway, so yeah, I have to take it back, unfortunately. But you know, it is what it is. I just rented it. I was hoping for a week, and I got 2 weeks out of it, 1,700 miles. So I put my miles on it. So anyway, till next time, next car, hopefully, I don't know, next car I review, or next car I rent will probably be a Rivian, because I really want to rent one of those. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see.